15 Reasons Why You're Unhappy. Welcome to alux.com, the place where future billionaires come to get inspired. Hey Aluxers, today we're going to take a look at happiness and why some of you seem to struggle with it. It just so happens that one of our friends is a psychologist, and we've asked her input into why people these days seem to be so unhappy. What are the small things in life that if you slightly adjust, you'd live a happier life? We took our discussion and continued it within our team and structured it so that it's easier to follow. When we go through the list, please keep in mind that each item by itself isn't the single reason for unhappiness, but combine a couple of these into your everyday life and you'd be able to see how that affects your mood and your state of mind. Please take these with a grain of salt as situations vary from one individual to another, and we recommend you watch this video until the end before you decide to voice a strong opinion in the comments. We've seen a lot of people hate comment without even watching the videos. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to subscribe and follow us on Instagram at Alux. With that said, here are 15 things that take away from your happiness, or 15 reasons why you might be unhappy. Number 1. You think money will make you happy. But Alux, you're a luxury channel. All you talk about is money. How come you're telling us money won't make us happy? Money doesn't have anything to do with happiness. Money has to do with comfort, security, and freedom. I will say this once, so please pay attention, for this might change your life forever. You ready? If you are not happy when you are poor, you will not be happy when you're rich. Let that sink in for a second and really think about it. Happiness is internal. It is your attitude towards life. Happiness occurs when your expectations meet your reality. Please be careful how you use this information. It might break some, while others will grow from it. Number 2, you think just because you were born, you deserve to be happy. The level of entitlement people have these days is mind-blowing. Everyone thinks that just because at some point their parents had sex and they were winning sperm, the world owes them everything. Reality check, you unique snowflake. The world doesn't owe you shit. You're not entitled to being happy. You're not entitled to success. Nobody has to give you anything. It's funny that we're in a point in our society where you actually need to explain to people that they need to work hard to achieve the things they want. You want money? Work. You want to be happy? Work towards happiness. You want people to like you? Guess what? You need to work on that also. Funny how this point almost turned into a Rihanna song. Work, 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 work. Number 3, you think that other people should make you happy. We had to expand on this, since most of the people who are struggling with happiness believe that other people should bring happiness into their lives, which is total bullshit. Yes, being in a positive relationship has its perks, and exponentially grows the level of happiness that is already there. But you need to be happy in the first place. We've heard it said so many times, dude, I'll be happy when I get myself a girlfriend, or on the female side, I'm gonna be so happy after he asks me to marry him. We return to our number 1 rule. If you are not happy before, you're not going to be happy afterwards. Nobody wants to be with an unhappy individual, so the solution to your problem is to make peace with yourself and be happy just the way you are. People are attracted to happiness. Number 4, you expect life to be like you've seen in movies. Remember what we said earlier in this video? Happiness is when your reality meets your expectations. Okay, I'm gonna be really honest with you, and this might hurt. Not everybody gets to be Ryan Gosling or Rachel McAdams in The Notebook. Your life is not a scripted movie where everything just falls in line for you to be happy in the end. Shit will happen, and there's an actual chance that you'll end up miserable if you don't do something about it. You are a lot more likely to end up being one of the elderly extras in the background than the lead of the movie. Many people live through life without doing the work or positioning themselves as a potential lead, but they have the expectations of one. That's when your reality doesn't match the expectations and you end up unhappy. Instead of dreaming of what ifs, you should work with what you've got and make the best out of your actual reality. Number 5, you watch too much TV. Here we go again. Believe it or not, there's very little happiness on TV. The majority of newscasts are meant to shock you, to keep you on alert so you continue watching. Very few positive news stories make it on TV, and when they do, they get overshadowed by all the negative ones. For example, despite terrorism being an all-time low right now considering the past 50 years, due to media coverage you think the world has gone mad. This is meant to scare you because people who are scared are easier to control. Scared people also have a negative view on life and turn out to be less happy, which again makes them more obedient and more likely to accept an invasion into their freedom in exchange for a bit of security. We recommend you watch our 15 Things Poor People Do That the Rich Don't video for small things that lead to an unsuccessful life. Click on the top right corner or search for it on our channel. It should give you a glimpse into why poor people stay poor while the rich are getting richer. It's up to you to pick which side you want to be on. Number 6. You spend too much time on social networks. From TV, we move on to Facebook, Instagram, and Snapchat. What do you do there? You stalk other people who showcase how amazing their life is. The problem with social media is that it's a curated environment where people choose to showcase only the positives in their lives. Like never before, we have the option to look into the lives of celebrities and others, only to see the reality they wish to portray online. You rarely see the struggles, the pain, the suffering, the sleepless nights, the depression. Nobody wants to seem vulnerable, yet they choose to showcase their success, their happiness, and you end up believing that's all there is to their lives. When compared to yours, it seems like you're falling short. Number 7. You have bad relationships with your siblings and family. People underestimate the power of a strong support group, and family is probably the strongest one there is. There are very few people out there who care more about you than your family, your spouse included. Despite the media pushing the be an individual agenda, there's so much power in a strong family bond that people fail to recognize. Not all families are created equal, and believe it or not, most of them are kind of screwed up in at least a few ways. But amazing things happen when you overcome that and build happiness together. Number 8. You don't own a pet. We've seen people try seminars, medication, and all other gimmicks in order to fake happiness into their own lives, but we've never seen anyone sad while holding a puppy. Dogs and pets in general have extreme quantities of happiness that they wish to share with those they care about. Spending 15 minutes playing with your dog can turn anyone's day around. It's been proven that people are more likely to expose their true self to an animal than to other people, and the idea that your pet loves you even though you're a quirky individual is directly correlated to the level of trust and happiness you share with them. Number 9. You eat junk food. Happiness is directly correlated to your health. If you're healthy, if you're in shape, you're likely to be happier than someone who isn't. Junk food, or better said, comfort food, is a lie. Your problems will not go away if you shove 5 burgers in your face, or if you cry yourself to sleep while eating ice cream. The first step out of a rough patch should always be getting to a healthier state from a physical perspective, because frankly, it's easier to do than the mental state at that point. Once you achieve that, once your body is healthy, working on your state of mind should be a lot easier. Number 10. You live in the past and continue to go over it. Sad people live in the past. This is because they believe their best days are behind them. And if your best days are in the past, all the days ahead of you will be shittier than those. Now that's where you're wrong, kiddo. Life doesn't come with a prepared road for each of us. Leave the past behind where it should be and focus on what's up ahead. In just a couple of years, you could turn your entire life around. Anything is possible. You can get a fresh start every single day unless you're dumb enough to screw up the little freedom that you still have. Number 11. You are not decisive enough when it counts. You need to man up and make clear decisions and move forward with those choices. People panic when they're faced with multiple options, up to a point where they don't make any choice because they're scared of making the wrong one. This state of insecurity directly impacts your happiness. Make the choice. Be bold and live with it. There are no what ifs. You've made your choice. Focus on what you're doing now. Too many people wait too long for this and miss out on great things because they were just too afraid to act at the right time. Number 12. You surround yourself with unhappy people. How many times have we said it? You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If the people you hang out with are unhappy, guess how you'll be? We've touched on this when discussing about family and how the support group can build you up. The opposite is true as well. The people around you have the power to influence your reality, so please, please be careful on who you bring into your inner circles. Number 13. You're scared of trying new things. Happiness comes from growth, and growth doesn't happen while you're sitting on your couch watching sports and eating fries. We can see the comments already. Every time we mention sports, people go crazy. Trying new things is how you discover who you really are. What are the things you like? What are the things you don't like? What things make you happy and what doesn't? Find the things that make you happy and then do those things. It's really not complicated, yet people try to make it sound hard. Number 14. You hate your job, but you won't do anything about it. Life is hard, especially early on, until you figure out what the main rules are. There's nothing wrong with working a job you don't like as long as it gets you closer to where you really want to go. The trick is to never get so caught up that it takes your freedom of leaving away. Do the job, get paid, use the money to improve yourself, your skill set in the direction you wish to go. If the job isn't doing that, spend time and resources until you find one that facilitates your growth. Again, the world doesn't owe you a job that makes you happy. You need to get that yourself. Number 15. You never meditate. Meditation is a really important subject which we'll probably go into detail over in a dedicated video, since it's been such an important part of our journey. Meditation isn't that mix of yoga, scented candles, and people going, "Om," that you think it is. It's more like putting your thoughts, your mind in order. Think of it like spring cleaning for your mind. You take all of the things that are buzzing around in your head and sort them out. You prioritize things until you're left with a good and clean mindset. Once you know the things that are important to you, you can focus on those. Having an organized mindset will dramatically boost your chances of a happy and successful life. As always, this is a conversation we want to have with you, A-Luxers, so we're curious to know which other things you think contribute to your unhappiness, and what do you do about it? Let us know in the comments. And because you're a part of the true A-Lux family, and you've watched till the end, we'll share with you probably the most important part of this video. We will share with you the secret to happiness. If you follow this one rule, you will be happy in life. Here it is. You don't pursue happiness. You create it. Let me say that again so it sticks with you. You don't pursue happiness. You create it. There's a subtle difference there that not many will be able to figure out, but once you do, your entire life changes. The goal isn't to hunt down things that make you happy. It's to become the creator of happiness for yourself and those around you. And that's what we want you A-Luxers to become, creators of happiness. Thank you for spending some time with us, A-Luxers. Make sure to like and subscribe so you never miss another video. We also handpicked these videos, which we recommend you watch next. Thank you for being an A-Luxer, and we'll see you back tomorrow.